Hello everyone, I'm the Crusher Hero and welcome back to another video. Today we are going over how you can power redstone contraptions vertically. And now if you enjoy it, please leave a like so that other people can learn from the same video. With that out of the way, let's begin. The first three designs of today all focus on the same exact principle, that when using transparent blocks or slabs, the redstone crawls in between the corners and it goes all the way up to wherever you're trying to lead it. As you can see when I click these levers, all those pistons extend. Now this is not a function with normal blocks, so you have to make sure that they are either transparent blocks like glass or glowstone, or they are some form of slab. Moving on to the redstone torch column, the way a redstone torch works is if the that it's on is being powered, it shuts off. So this allows for interesting contraptions like this, where this block, when it gets powered, it turns this torch off, which turns this torch on, this torch off, this torch on, and then finally that powers the piston. Now what's useful about this is it has a slight delay, so you can work that into whatever machine you're building. See, it doesn't fire immediately, instead it takes its time. Next we have the observer chain, and now this one's extremely simple, but the only downside to it is that it's quite expensive because observers require quartz and redstone. And so if you press this lever here, it quickly flicks on, and what's really interesting about this is that when you flick the lever off, the observer also notices it and the piston fires. So this can be used in scenarios where you don't want an on or off switch, you just want the lever to function the same no matter what you do. Now second to last, we have the new target block that was introduced in 1.16. If you fire a dispenser filled with arrows at the target block, it's going to power the dispenser on top and shoot another arrow at the target block, powering the piston. If you see here, you get a double shot and it powers that piston. Now this would be very useful so that you can skip gaps and you can use less blocks. So for example, if you're trying to create some sort of room underground, this would be the way to go if you don't want it cluttering up the entire room. Now the final and last column is the famous door and observer column. Now this one is used a lot and it's basically the same as the observer chain over there, except it's much cheaper because you have the doors. The only real downside to this one is that the doors make an extreme amount of noise, so you want to factor that in if it's anywhere near your base. If I flick this lever, you see the door opens because of the redstone, and the observer notices it, powers the door, and so on until finally the piston fires. Now this one is also a temporary fire, so you'll need to use a T flip-flop to make it permanent if that's what you're trying to do. Thank you so much for watching. Now if you enjoyed this video and found it interesting, please leave a like down below. It would be greatly appreciated. Now hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!